question is, a user is planning to migrate an application workload to the AWS cloud, which control becomes the responsibility of AWS once the migration is complete. Option A, patching the guest operating system. Option B, maintaining physical and environmental controls. Option C, protecting communications and maintaining zone security. Option D, patching specific applications. Correct answer is option B, maintaining physical and environmental controls. Next question is, which AWS service or feature provides an additional layer of protection for user name and password authentication to the AWS Management Console? Option A, Amazon Cloud Directory. Option B, AWS KMS AWS Multifactor. Option C, Authentication AWS MEA. Option D, Amazon Cognito. Correct answer is option C, Authentication AWS MEA. Next question is, a company has different AWS accounts for production and development resources. Which AWS service provides billing for all AWS accounts consolidated into a single payment method? Option A, Amazon Connect. Option B, Cost Explorer. Option C, AWS Trusted Advisor. Option D, AWS Organizations. Correct answer is option D, AWS Organizations. Next question is, which AWS service or feature can be used to monitor CPU usage? Option A, AWS Cloud Trail. Option B, VPC Flow Logs. Option C, Amazon Cloud Watch. Option D, AWS Configuration. Correct answer is option C, Amazon Cloud Watch. Next question is, a company wants to expand its content delivery network infrastructure. Which AWS service should be used? Option A, Amazon S3. Option B, Amazon CloudFront. Option C, AWS Global Accelerator. Option D, Amazon Route 53. Correct answer is option B, Amazon CloudFront. Next question is, what is the total amount of storage offered by Amazon S3? Option A, 100 MB. Option B, 5 GB OC. Option C, 5 TB. Option D, unlimited. Correct answer is option C, 5 TB. Next question is, a company's application running on Amazon EC2 is designed to use an auto-scaling group to dynamically add or remove instances as demand increases or decreases. This is an example of which AWS cloud architectural principle? Option A, loose coupling. Option B, elasticity. Option C, design for failure. Option D, parallelism. Correct answer is option B, elasticity. Next question is, a user wants guidance on possible savings when migrating from on-premises to AWS. Which tool is suitable for this scenario? Option A, AWS Budgets. Option B, Cost Explorer. Option C, AWS Total Cost of Ownership TCO Calculator. Option D, AWS Well Architectured Tool. Correct answer is option C, AWS Total Cost of Ownership TCO Calculator. Next question is, what is the purpose of having an internet gateway within a VPC? Option A, to create a VPN connection to VPC. Option B, to allow communication between the VPC and the internet. Option C, to impose bandwidth constraints on internet traffic. Option D, to load balance traffic from the internet across Amazon EC2 instances. Correct answer is option B, to allow communication between the VPC and the internet. Next question is, AWS Trusted Advisor provides recommendations on which of the following? Choose two options. Option A, cost optimization. Option B, auditing. Option C, serverless architecture. Option D, performance. Option E, scalability. Correct answer is option A and option D, cost optimization and performance. Next question is, which of the following tasks can only be performed after signing in with AWS account root user credentials? Choose two options. Option A, closing an AWS account. Option B, creating a new IAM policy. Option C, changing AWS support plans. Option D, attaching a role to an Amazon EC2 instance. Option E, generating access keys for IAM users. Correct answer is option A and option C, closing an AWS account and changing AWS support plans. Next question is, fault tolerance refers to option A, the ability of an application to accommodate growth without changing design. Option B, how well and how quickly an application's environment can have lost data restored. Option C, how secure your application is. Option D. The built-in redundancy of an application's components. Correct answer is option B. How well and how quickly an application's environment can have lost data stored. Next question is what can be used to reduce the cost of running Amazon EC2 instances? Choose two options, and options are option A, spot instances for stateless and flexible workloads. Option B, memory optimized instances for high compute workloads. Option C, on demand instances for high cost and sustained workloads. Option D, reserved instances for sustained workloads. Option E, spend limit sets using AWS budgets. Correct answer is option A and option D. Spot instances for stateless and flexible workloads and reserved instances for sustained workloads. Next question is a company is launching an e-commerce site that will store and process credit card data. The company requires information about AWS compliance reports and AWS agreements. Which AWS service provides on-demand access to these items? Option A, AWS Certificate Manager. Option B, AWS Configuration. Option C, AWS Artifact. Option D, AWS Cloud Trail. Correct answer is option C, AWS Artifact. Next question is which AWS service or feature allows the user to manage cross-region application traffic? Option A, Amazon App Stream 2.0. Option B, Amazon VPC. Option C, Elastic Load Balancer. Option D, Amazon Route 53. Correct answer is option D, Amazon Route 53.